Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient.
Hi, today's show features an interview with Brittany Volpe of New Moon Creations Co. We've had a little difficulty recording, so I was recording in a different application than usual, just in case there's a bit more breathiness than usual. And also a bit of a warning, our conversation goes into discussion of depression and anxiety. A great resource for mental health or depression is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. You can reach them at NAMI.org.
Hello?
Hi! Oh my gosh!
Hi.
Oh, this is amazing to actually get to talk to you. We've had such issues.
I know. I don't know why my computer doesn't like Zencastr or why Zencastr doesn't like me.
I don't think it's personal. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, there's something in the air. Oh my gosh. And speaking of the elephant in the room, how are you doing? Is it okay where you're at? Are you feeling...
So somebody at my call center that I work at was tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah.
So they shut down the whole call center. I don't know for how long. They're setting us all up to work from home, which I'm not thrilled about. Because my home is my safe space, so I don't want to talk to angry customers that are cursing me out in my safe space.
Right.
But it's what they're doing, and it's for the best, so I'll get over it. But it's just been like so crazy. What about you?
It's been, well, I'm immunocompromised.
Mm.
I take an immune compromising shot twice a day because of my autoimmune disease. So I've been going out and I've been I'm pretty much only talking to my immediate family that lives in my house. I don't, I'm being super careful just because it wouldn't take much, for me. And like you say, it's also unknown and scary. None of us know.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, everybody's
I was counting my blessings because I'm actually out on short-term disability right now. I've been out for about a week and a half. Um, and then the week prior to that, I don't think I worked more than like 2 or 3 hours over the course of the whole week because I was using FMLA before I went out on short term. So that whole incubation period, like between when that person got it and when they tested positive and they shut the center down, I just wasn't there. So
Oh,
at first I was really like upset about having to go out on short term because it's like, God, I thought I was getting over this anxiety and depression crap, and now it's coming back up again and I'm having to go out of work. And now I'm like, oh, thank God I went out on short term.
oh, I'm so glad. I mean, any little bit, from what it sounds like, is
Yes.
helpful, right? So, oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so glad. So you were out on short term already. It
Mhm.
sounds like you've already had some stuff you've had to deal with recently.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So tell me, I want my listeners to have kind of a real short biography of, who you are and where you live and what you do for a living, or what you have to do, and then what you want to do and what your new project is, what your
Yes,
new business is.
absolutely. So, um, I, who I am, Brittany Volpe. I live in Columbia, South Carolina, and I work for Verizon in customer service in their call center. Been there for a little over 3 years now. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's crazy. I honestly didn't think I would be there this long. And it's definitely not what I want to do long term, but it pays the bills, I have amazing benefits, and I do get to help people on a daily basis. It's just not necessarily in the way I would like to be helping people. Um,
Mhm.
but right now I'm actually working on making crafts. Like I started making keychains late last year. Well, I guess I technically started summer of last year, and then just recently I started making bracelets as well. And all of my crafts have little like motivational words or sayings or things like that. So that's something that I'm super excited about.
Oh, it's wonderful. And full disclosure, I met Brittany. We're in a class together, and she offered to make some of her amazing jewelry. So she made me a bracelet that has my kind of pet phrase, which is "action is greater than fear." And I think it's just outstanding. I wear it all the time, and I get so many compliments on it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you like it. I've actually been um making those bracelets for you guys. It's actually helped me a lot because you guys picked phrases that I never would have thought of myself. And so,
Mhm.
with this program that we're in trying to like set up the Instagram and the Facebook groups and all of that, I've actually been thinking about that
Mhm.
action is greater than fear because the anxiety's definitely been cropping up full force around that. So I'm really glad that I got to make those for you.
Oh, it's wonderful. So, and I'll make sure that we get in your Instagram handle and all of the ways that people can contact you. But so what kinds of things, like what kinds, you have keychains, you have bracelets, are those the your main things that you're offering at this
Yes,
time?
that's all I have right now. Eventually, I
Mhm.
would like to make necklaces as well, kind of in the same vein as the bracelets, but just like in a necklace form. I was playing around with making coasters last year.
Nice.
I haven't
Mhm.
launched any of them. I haven't like made any of them public yet because I'm still kind of fine tuning them and figuring out exactly what I want to do with them. Um, and
Mhm.
then if I do end up going that route, I have figured out a way that I can also, because I just use like tiles that you would find at Lowe's or Home Depot or what have you, and make them
Neat.
pretty.
Mhm.
So I have been thinking about ways that I could also take those tiles and turn them into like wall hangings, like wall decor. So I have a lot of ideas, just
Ooh.
not a lot of time to
Mhm.
play around with them.
Mhm. I know it's some of the unfortunate things. We talked about this in our class this week. One of the unfortunate things about our new normal as our country right now is, people like you who would be at craft fairs and you would be selling things in person and you would be, bringing your stuff to stores and having them sell it for you. You can't do
Yep.
that now.
I
So,
was actually supposed to be going to my very first live event on Friday, and it is
mhm.
canceled. So, like, I went out and I got all these
Oh,
I made business cards and I got, like, things to decorate my booth with, and now they're just kind of sitting on a
huh?
table in the corner, and I'm looking at them like, "One day I'll get to use you guys."
You will. You will. We have to have faith at
Yes.
some point, right? Like it's gonna happen. I know what you mean. It's funny. I'm shifting into a new kind of phase right now because I've been selling. I'm a writer, so I go around for the last, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. I've gone around to all these different book festivals, and we have a holiday market and a Saturday market where I live, and set up your booth and sell your books, and
Mhm.
it's different. It's different. It's not bad, and I think I was thinking about actually. You were talking about your setup. I was thinking about another friend of mine has the same issue and she decided to set up her booth in her garage.
Oh, wow.
She like put her tables up and her just for herself,
Yeah.
just so that she could be inspired on a daily basis. I thought that was a really cool idea because you could like visualize it and then you feel like you're going to get there. Maybe. I thought
I
it was just kind
love
of
that
fun.
idea. I'm sitting here looking at my
Yeah,
table set
otherwise.
up in my what would be a dining room, but it's completely empty because I live alone, so I don't need like a dining room. But I have my like craft table
Nice.
set up over there, and I got this little like blackboard easel so that I could
Mhm.
write my like my store name, New Moon Creations Co. And I have it sitting up on that table, and it's just been sitting there for a week, and it does make me happy to see just seeing it there. So I think I'm definitely going to follow up on that idea and decorate the whole table.
Oh, good. Well, and then once we're able to be out of all this, you can just easily move
Exactly.
it, and it's kind it's a nice way to dry run, I guess. That's not
Yes.
terrible. So, do you have another time in your life, since my subject is resilient? I talk When I talk to people, I often ask them about other times in their lives that they've had a struggle that they've been able to work through. Do you have anything that you want to share about something like that for your life?
I do actually. It's so last fall, I believe it started, yeah, it started in October. Um my my depression and my anxiety were the worst that they've ever been before. Like it was I could barely even function at that point. Um and this is something that I haven't talked to a lot of people about, but it is something that I did feel called to share on this podcast with you guys. There was one night in particular where things got really, really bad. Like I had been on video chat with my boyfriend. We're long distance. He's in New York. I'm in South Carolina. So we were on video chat and we were
Hmm.
talking, and I felt like something was wrong. Something was off, but I couldn't like verbalize it. I couldn't identify it or pinpoint it, so I didn't say anything to him about it. So he's just blissfully ignorant of anything going on my
Uh-huh.
end. And it was getting pretty late, and I did have work the next morning. So we said goodnight, and a thing that we do is we'll leave the video running, but we'll just mute ourselves, so it helps us feel a bit more connected. And we just sleep with the video
Oh, that's
running.
a good.
Um,
Uh-huh.
so, I'd muted myself, I turned the lights off, it was dark, and, I was trying to go to bed, and he's, playing World of Warcraft again, blissfully ignorant of anything, bless him. So, um, it just, as I'm laying there trying to go to bed, I just became overwhelmed with just this crushing feeling of I can't I can't do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm alone. I'm alone. There's no one can help me. I don't want to feel this way anymore.
Oh,
And I'm just crying harder than I've ever
oh,
cried in my entire life. And
oh.
um I kept wanting, like, it was like there were 2 me's in my head. I kept wanting to just roll over and unmute myself and be like, "Babe, I don't feel good. Like, can you talk me through this?" But then every time I would have that thought, the other voice in my head would say, "What is he gonna do? He's all the way in New York. He can't do anything for you. He doesn't understand what's going on. What could he possibly say that's gonna make you feel better? All you're gonna do is make him feel bad because he's gonna wanna help and he's not gonna be able to, and then you're gonna feel worse because now you've made someone else feel bad, so it's better to just not say anything at all."
Mm,
Um,
right.
and eventually I started to kind of get myself under control as far as the crying goes. And I was like, maybe if I just go, like, get out of bed, go get some water, rehydrate
Mhm.
myself, maybe that'll help you feel better.
Right.
So go to the kitchen, I'm filling up my glass of water, and all of a sudden, I just had this out of body experience. Like all of a sudden, I was floating kind of above myself over my right shoulder, looking down at myself, filling up my glass of water.
Wow.
And something
Hmm.
in my head said, "You don't want to feel this way anymore." And you're standing right next to your utensil drawer that has a lot of very sharp knives in it. And
Oh, wow.
And the like me who's floating above watching all of this and hearing all of this in my head is like, "No, no, what are you doing? That's horrible. Don't do that. You don't actually want to do that." But I didn't
Mhm.
have control over myself anymore. And so I'm still filling up my water glass, and I'm actively fighting with everything in me against the urge to walk towards that drawer. But there's this very strong, overpowering urge. It's like all of my muscles just tensed up and were moving in that direction against my will. And right as I started to turn in that
Oh.
direction, that out of body experience ended. I was back in my body. I had control again, and I just made a beeline for my bedroom as fast as I could,
Mm.
unmuted the mic,
Mhm.
and I was crying so hard. And I was just like, babe, I'm scared. I'm having all of these dark thoughts. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. And he was so wonderful. He didn't press me to ask what was going on. He actually started narrating what was happening in the raid. He was doing a World of Warcraft, but in a really funny way. And he just kept doing that for like an
Uh-huh.
hour until I finally calmed down. And um,
Wow.
so needless to say, that was a very, very rough night for me. And I texted
Oh
my
my.
therapist at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, "Hey, so
Mhm.
I think I need to go out on short-term disability." Um, so
Hmm.
clearly, I'm not
Yeah.
in a state to go to work at that point. Um, so
Mhm.
obviously, very dark times, very, very rough night. But the next morning, I
Mhm.
got up and I had to I was actually staying at my mom's house that night because she was out of town and I was pet sitting our cat. And the next
Mhm.
morning, I really wanted to be like in the comfort of my own apartment, in my own bed with my teddy bear. So I went to go
Yeah.
get in my car. And keep in mind, this is in October. I think it was October 14th, if I'm not mistaken. I go to get in my car, and as
Mhm.
I reach for the door handle, this little black butterfly flies within like 2 inches of my face and just kind of hovers there. And this is October. Butterflies aren't out in South Carolina in October. And I've never seen a
Right.
black
Right.
butterfly in my area before, but it just hovered like a couple inches in front of my face for a few seconds and then fluttered on its way. And I was like, oh, wow, that was weird. And then as soon as I had the thought that was weird, a little yellow butterfly came by my face and hovered there for a few seconds and
Oh
then
my goodness.
followed the black one. And then
Mhm.
I couldn't see them anymore. I couldn't tell where they went. And I'm out in the open, a big open
Right.
cul-de-sac. Like I should be able to see them, but I can't. And I'm like, okay, noted. That is very interesting. And then I go and get in the car, turn it on, plug in my phone, put on Spotify to just like a random playlist in
Mhm.
my library and on
Mhm.
shuffle. And the song that came on was the song Reaper by Sia. And for anyone who doesn't know that song, it's a song she's writing a song basically to the Grim Reaper saying, "You came to take me away, so close I was to Heaven's Gate, but no baby, not today." Um, and it's basically talking about how, she was strong and she has a good long life to live and she's going to do it. Um, And so in that moment, like despite everything that had happened the night before and despite how terrible I still felt, in that moment I knew everything was going to be okay.
Mhm.
And it was a long road. I was out for about a month and a half out of work with all of that.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but I managed to pull through and I did actually come out on the other side of it.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. It's one of those things like it can't be a
Right.
coincidence, right? Those sorts of things, they're so eerie when they
Right.
happen
And
in
I
your lives.
later looked
Oh
up the
my gosh.
symbolism of a black butterfly and a yellow butterfly. The black butterfly
Mhm.
symbolizes death and rebirth and transformation. So, I
Mhm.
look at it as the death of that old self that was struggling and the rebirth
Mhm.
of the new,
Mhm.
stronger me, definitely a period of transformation. The yellow
Mhm.
butterfly is a symbolism of hope and that your angels, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in are with
Mhm.
you and guiding you.
Mhm.
So that was just a very, very
Oh,
powerful moment for me.
no kidding. That's amazing. That's amazing. I would personally have to go out and get a tattoo of those butterflies if that's me.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So I'm firstly, I have to congratulate you so much on asking your support people
Hmm.
for help. Going to your boyfriend, that must have been, I mean, it sounds like it was incredibly difficult and yet
Right.
so important. And then you were able to call your or
Mhm.
text your therapist. I mean, that's amazing. You saved
Yes.
yourself that
Yes.
way.
I'm
That's
I'm so
incredible.
grateful for that because I do struggle with reaching out to people when I need help because I don't.
Mhm.
those same thoughts that I was
Mhm.
having of, you're upset, yes, but do you really want the guilt of upsetting someone else and having that responsibility on your shoulders? That's something that I have always struggled with, but I am very
Mhm.
grateful for the fact that when it gets down to the line and when it is like, you know, um, of the utmost importance, it's like a switch just kind of
Uh-huh.
flips in my head like an override switch, and it's like, okay, no, you need to talk to someone about this right now. Um, and I am very blessed that
Mhm.
I do have my boyfriend who's so wonderful with dealing with things like that. And, I do have a good support system. And a supervisor at work is actually the one who recommended this therapist to me, because I suffered for a long time without saying anything to anyone.
Oh, wow.
And finally, one day, I just went into her office just in tears. And I was like, I'm not myself lately, and I don't know what's wrong with me. And my performance has never been this bad. Like, I'm always a top performer. I don't know what's going on. And she actually gave me the name and
Mhm.
number of her
Mhm.
therapist. And she's like, I've been seeing this woman for years. She's amazing. I think it would be really good for you. Um, and so I've been seeing her like religiously for a little over
Wow.
a year now, about every 2 weeks. So
Mhm.
I'm definitely blessed that I have a good support system.
That's important. Well, it sounds like using those kinds of
Mhm,
tools make you
definitely.
strong. You were strong enough to know
Mhm,
when you needed help, I think. And that's really hard. It's hard to ask for help when, especially if you it sounds like you're a very self-aware
mhm.
but very independent person who takes care of themselves, and that's always
Yes.
harder to ask all the time.
Yeah, absolutely, especially growing up as
So what are
I was an only child to a single mother who she was very
uh-huh.
independent, didn't she would ask for help kind of like me when she knew there were no other options, but if she didn't have to, she would always try to avoid asking for help.
Mhm.
So, kind of seeing that I think has made me a bit more self-aware.
Mhm.
I did,
Now, did you grow
yes.
up in South Carolina? Oh, I love it there. I went to school in North Carolina for a little
Oh,
while, and I got to
nice.
visit South Carolina, and
It
oh, I
is.
love it there. It's beautiful. It's funny. It's funny. I watched the news this morning, and on my side of the country, it's almost split right in half. You guys have
Mhm.
unseasonably warm weather, right? It's like super hot, and
Yes.
for us, it's crazy cold. So, oh, that's funny. So, what other kinds of things do you do in your life besides crafting
Mhm.
that make you happy? What kinds of things are fun for you? What do you do for a
Yeah,
good time?
so
What do you
very
what do
much
you
into
like to do?
video games. I play World of Warcraft a lot with my
Mhm.
boyfriend. Dragon Age is a big one. I like
Mhm.
the kind of role-playing type games. I'm also super into Dungeons and Dragons. I don't get to play that often, unfortunately, because all the people I would play with live kind of far apart from each other. But I watch this show Critical
Right.
Role on YouTube. It's a bunch of voice actors in LA who play Dungeons and Dragons. Um, so that's a big thing for me. I'm also um
Uh-huh.
I'm also very much into spirituality. So I do a lot of, meditations and, you know, I have a couple decks of like oracle cards and tarot cards. So I do a lot of, trying to communicate with my angels and
Mhm.
spirit guides. And that always gives me the warm fuzzies every time I do.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
like, honestly, pretty much any given day, because I live alone, you're gonna find me just dancing around my apartment, like, singing at the top of my lungs to just random playlists on Spotify. Um, yes.
That's
So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's great. It's funny that you say that about D&D because my son is crazy into it, and we just started. My husband and I just started learning how to
Mhm.
play because we never knew how to play. But I looked up this morning. Critical Role is doing a free
Oh,
adventure
wow.
online right now for everybody, for anybody who wants. Yeah, if you Google it, it's the Guide to Wildemount, and it's free for everybody, which is so cool because I just starting to like get
Oh,
into
that
that
is
world. I
awesome.
don't
I
know
try
anything about it,
really, really
so
hard to like avoid anything that they're doing currently because I'm so behind in the show. Like I'm super paranoid about
oh,
spoilers, but that is amazing. I'm definitely gonna look into it.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Do you have other kinds of things in your life, like routines that make your life easier? Is there anything like for me, because I have 3 kids, so
Mhm.
I have to get stuff lined up or or it doesn't happen. Are you that kind of a person, or are you
I
sort of like a
really,
fly
really
by the seat of your
want to
pants
be
kind of
that
person?
kind of person because I know it would make my life so much better, but my biggest struggle is consistency. So I'll do really good with setting up a
Mhm.
routine for maybe a couple of days to a week, and then I hit snooze on my
Mhm.
alarm clock, and hitting snooze on my alarm clock once turns into me hitting it 7 times, and then that 2 hours that I had planned for my morning is just
Uh-huh.
gone. Um, yep.
Oh, I feel that. Oh, I feel that. Oh, definitely. Do you feel like that you learn, because you are a maker, do you feel like you learn better visually or tactically? Do you have to do stuff, or is it easier for you to see it and
Honestly,
then
it's a
be able to do it?
combination of both. I have a hard time doing something without seeing it done first. Like, if you're just telling me, sometimes that doesn't
Mhm.
always compute, but if I can actually visually see it, I get a good grasp on it. But then once I see it,
Mhm.
I have to do it. Like, I have some friends that they can just see something, they're like, "Okay, good, got it." But I need a combination of both.
Right. Me too. Me too. I would like to be. I have friends like that. You can just like see it and
Mhm.
then instantly they're like, okay, pop, 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 and they got it. But I'm the same way. So, do you have any websites or your Instagram handle that we can plug on the show?
Oh,
Do you want people to
absolutely.
come follow you?
Yeah,
Would you
no,
like
the
them to
more the
website?
more the merrier.
What would you like?
So,
How can we support
my
you?
Instagram handle is New Moon Creations Co. And then I have a
Uh-huh.
Facebook group of the same name, I believe. Let me just double check that real quick and make sure I didn't leave the
Uh-huh.
co out. Yeah, no, same name, New Moon
Good.
Creations Co. on Facebook. It's a public group; anyone can join. Um, and then I do have an Etsy shop as well. I don't have the bracelets posted yet because I'm trying to make some. I want to
Hmm.
have like a good supply before I start posting them. But the keychains are on there.
Right.
So and also
Hmm.
with that, they're my older keychains. I actually made some updates and improvements to them, which I have not posted yet, but they will be up by the end of the week. But the Etsy shop is also New Moon Creations Co. So the actual website would be etsy.com/shop/New Moon Creations Co.
Oh, perfect. Great. Oh, I'm so glad I got to talk to you. That's wonderful. I'm
Thank you
really
so
excited
much.
about
And
where
I'm
you
glad I
take your
finally got to
projects
talk to you
next.
too.
I know, thank you, and thanks for working
Yes,
with me through these technical
absolutely. I don't
difficulties.
know again what was going on, but I'm so glad we finally got it figured out.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll have, as soon as I have this posted, I'll go ahead and tag you in it, and you'll hear it is
Awesome.
probably by
Looking
about
forward
next
to
week.
it. You too.
Great. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Have a great day.
Sometimes we have to start over. Sometimes we have to fight back. Sometimes it's all too much. Lost inside the black. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Our stories are brilliant. We are resilient. Sometimes we need to lift the voices waiting on